What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blake Manor. In the last episode, we finally got our way to Day 2 Dusk. So we've finished the entire first half of Day 2. We are now at the evening hours, and we've discovered a decent amount of stuff. We're trying to deduce who was still left with the alibis here on Tuesday night when Evelyn Deane went missing. We've kind of confirmed almost everybody's alibi except for Scarrett and O'Mara. Scarrett, we might have an idea of what happened, so we have to talk to him to see if that was his cigar burn. And if not, O'Mara currently doesn't have any. He doesn't have any alibi to be where he said he was. So we'll just have to figure it out. There's also the haunting, which is the thing I think we're going to focus on next, which is the idea that if there's a portal somewhere in the overworld. So we're going to have to just look around now that it's nighttime and see if there's a portal somewhere. Yeah, that's about it. I wonder if the bathroom thing is that portal. Let's take a look at that first. So that was in the ladies' wash closet on the other side over here. And then, so also, I should note, there is a talk going on right now, but we could see who's at that talk. And I don't know if it's super necessary. Maybe we should do it, but if it's gonna take another 30 minutes, I'm worried a little bit about the amount of time that I would be spending doing that. So I kind of don't think it's necessary. I would rather investigate outside and see if that would lead us to anywhere, because the talks seem to not give us any idea of, like, it doesn't give us the option like the lunch did earlier in the day where it gave us a key option, right? Yeah, this isn't gonna do anything. Okay, so it's not that. I have a feeling that because it specifically called out darkness, we'll probably have to go outside, which means finding our way to the hedge maze or seeing some other thing outside. So we're going to start at the front and just do a little loop around just to see who or what is potentially making a portal to the underworld or the other world. Ideally, we could do that and also do the talk maybe, but this and 6 p.m. might be the only hours we're actually able to do this, just because the ball and dinner are going to be, I think, more important events to arrive for. So the last time we were out here, this is when we arrived, in darkness, I mean. I wonder if we're going to be able to see anything through the windows. Doesn't look like anything new here, at least. Yeah. There's the fountain door. Okay, let's go to stables. I'm looking for the big breakthrough. You know, just something that screams something we have not learned. I haven't used anything by this tree yet. You know, I can't break into this. This is very locked. Oh, what is that? Oh, motherfucker. How did I miss that? 26-14-32. I knew we were going to be able to find that somewhere. God damn it. Okay, so 26, 14, 32. Got it. What is this? Twigs and horsehair. They're covered in soot for some reason. Oh, he put it in Evelyn Deane's room. The same materials used to craft the charm in Miss Deane's fireplace. But what does it do, and why would Mr. Hunter have placed it there? Good to know. Master key, the groundsman key. This may be very useful indeed. It may even unlock some of the guest rooms. Okay, I know what we're doing this hour. Excellent. Okay, that was a small little find. I'm surprised I didn't see that. But that goes to show I should probably be using this detective mode a little bit more. All right, well, we found something that we can definitely use. Does it mention which rooms I can now open? Lau's room, McLeod's room. Oh, is that it? Only those two? That's slightly unfortunate, right? Because I've been in all these rooms. Oh, I need these. I need these. These are the basement ones. Which makes me think that Coventry specifically is more important. Because if they're going to say... I'm assuming that based on how the game is being pitched right now, we can't get... We for sure will not be able to get into the basement until at least tonight, if not tomorrow morning when those deliveries appear. Which means that they're holding off from giving us access to these rooms. Which means that Coventry might have something a little bit more groundbreaking in his room than maybe we're expecting, which is cool. I just wish there was a way of the game letting us know that. Okay, but we have a key. We can go into 2 of the rooms this hour, which is great. I think for sure I'm going to just say to hell with the talk. I don't think we didn't learn anything that useful in the talk from the last talk we attended. I think it was more of that we... it was more that we were able to actually have access to the people who were attending the talk, right? Not the talk itself. So, let's just go out to the wall garden real quick, just see who else is out and about, and then ideally we can invade the rooms of everybody who's left. So it's Lau and McLeod, right? Oh, Dara. Okay. Maybe we ask you about the stuff we found in the safe.
Mr. Ward.
Strange materials. A bundle of horsehair and twigs found in the stable's safe. Do you know much about witchcraft and magic, Mr. Hunter? Aye. Well, I wouldn't call it witchcraft, but I have my own way of things. There's a long tradition in Scotland of knowing how to bring a person of good fortune or ward off evil. Things you can make to that effect and the like. Alright, well that didn't really help that much. He wouldn't know about the cigar burn. I don't know why you would. There's no evidence to assume that he does know what that is or how that works. That looks like that's lit up, but it's not. Hedge maze. Maybe there's something in the hedge maze that will help me? Who was here? No one. No one is in the hedge maze this hour. That's the pillar in the back. Let's go back to this. I hear a weird noise. Something... It sounds like there's something like vibrating. Is that a weird... We'll do a nice pass through everything, just to make sure that there's not a there actually isn't just a portal out here. This would be my next guess, but I don't. That doesn't look like there's anything there either. No access. Oh, I forgot about. There's so many spaces that we'll be able to see also as of tomorrow, basically. Yeah, there's that. The church. We have the church, the Blake residence. There's the basement. Like, we're going to have to do really, like, expedient work. Like, we're going to be probably working to the last minute of trying to figure out who is what. That's why I'm trying to do so much stuff now and not waste so much time. Because if we waste all the time tonight just doing, like, the fun little things, and then tomorrow we have to actually, like, get in there and investigate, we're going to be really screwed. So if we could get everybody's motivations and stuff done early. Okay, so this is the priest's room, right? So we just have to come out of here and go to the right. So I don't have a lead on the portal. We'll be able to figure that out eventually. So we're gonna go here. Okay, new rooms. This is great. Gents. Miss Lau. Can't hear anything. All right, here we go. Room 3. Let's see what we can figure out about her. All right. She's got a gramophone. We'll hold off on that. Crumpled letter. A crumpled up note that says, last time you were home, you had picked up some of that Scottish girl's tics. Maybe some practice before all your schooling goes to waste. Oh. Wardrobe. That's all I get? Boots. Ooh, I could look under the bed. Is there something to look under? There's nothing of interest under here. Damn. Ooh, hello. A number of items are under her pillow, including a small key. What could this be for? Mrs. Lau's key. The Bible. Her journal. Okay. 6 observations. Ivy won't listen. She startles like a stray cat when I try to talk her about anything remotely sincere. Because I think she likes her. And all for what? Damn Evelyn Deane, not an ounce of conscience in her. And now Ivy is set on finding herself a husband. I don't see a way in which things will go well from here if this course is not altered. But Ivy has made it very clear she does not want me to do a thing. So I know what I have to do. I have to ensure she's confused, just enough that she won't see what I'm doing and attempt to stop me. Oh. Thankfully, I know now how to temper her gift after last summer's terrible trip to India. A similar dose here will soften her ability just a while, and I can see this done. God forgive me. Oh my goodness, she's like poisoning her? 34525. It's not a date, so what is it? Perhaps if Ivy does marry, I should take that as a sign to do my duty and return back to my husband's family. Oh, ancestors, sometimes I wish I had not tasted this Western freedom. I'm not sure I could give it up under any circumstances. Western freedom as in not being straight? Lord, this place. I've just returned from the ladies' bathroom. I swear I saw a ghost. Ha! Still, I am shocked by this place. I entered to find a woman washing a shawl in the bathtub. Thinking her a guest, I excused myself, but as she rose up, I knew that not to be true. Her body twisted in unnatural ways. She looked at me, though I cannot recall her face. She screamed. Oh, such a scream. Many lifetimes of anguish in that scream. I fell backwards. When I scrambled away, I noticed she was gone. Nonetheless, I went to a bathroom on another floor with great trepidation. No luck, damn it all. Wherever Miss Deane has hidden whatever it is she's acquired on us, I cannot find it. It's not in her room. What wicked lengths she's gone to just to make us miserable. What lengths I'm going to just to undo it. I hate this, and I hate her. Is it too much just to be left in peace? That's all I want. At this rate, I see no other recourse than to confront her. I shall arrange a meeting, and we will see how proud and austere she is then, and whether she has any heart at all. And if she does not, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll have to do something, I know that. Something is scratched out. It looks like it says, in fact, I know full well what would need to happen. Evelyn Deane would have to die. Okay, so we have motive. Okay. This has become more interesting than I thought. I wasn't pegging Lau as a person to Where are you? Yeah. I wasn't pegging her as someone that I needed to really, truly investigate, but... Oh, and there's room 15. That's why we did call that out. What does this say? Understand Miss McLeod's actions. Why is Miss McLeod suddenly chasing a husband? Okay, well, we'll investigate that in a second. Poetry book. Psychology book. Can't see anything of note. Just a book. Yeah, it would call out if the book was important. We got letters. We have a lockbox. A comb. What is that? Jewelry. I don't see the need to investigate that personally. Letter. A half-written letter in which Miss Lau details what she thinks is happening in the manor. It talks a lot about how this place is cursed because they're not honoring their ancestors or themselves. She says they're careless with their actions and intentions. Of course, bad luck follows them. She works hard to cover it, perhaps to be taken more seriously, but Mrs. Lau is a lot more superstitious than she lets on. Documents. A number of documents that appear to belong to Miss Deane. I doubt they were given to Mrs. Lau for safekeeping. Ooh. Drugs. A bottle of quinine powder. Why would Mrs. Lau have this? Oh, I see. Cufflink. Ticket. A luggage ticket for Bay 12. On the back, it's neatly labeled as belonging to one Miss Evelyn Deane. Ooh, did you take all of her shit? What could Mrs. Lau want with this? Why does she have it all? A man's single cufflink. It has the initials SC on it. Her husband's? No. And it's not Darcy. What is this? Nothing here bearing personal effects. Okay. Just stationary? Yes. Okay. What records we got? A collection of records titled 7,000 Words Often Mispronounced by William Henry Pinkley Fife. Alright, we don't need the gramophone, I don't think. That's not necessary. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Shrine. Wow, her room is full of stuff. Should we do the poetry book? I don't know. That stuff is like not super necessary. Bible especially. Let's see. What do we got here? What the fuck is that? Candles, petals, offering of food and money. It seems to be a shrine. A photo of her wedding day. And then a death photo of the same man. I don't have dates of either event, but she's not old enough for either to have been very long in the past. Clearly she still mourns his passing. Okay. Important. For sure, important. Okay. I think we got what we need here, but let's actually just check. We might as well just check her mystery, right? It will say if we've found everything we need to. Where's Lau? Yep. Found everything we need. Okay. Oh, did the key open the box? It surprisingly didn't say anything. I used the key found under Miss Lau's pillow to open her lockbox. Got it. Okay. Yeah, it didn't call that out. Yeah, look at that. That's interesting. Did Mrs. Lau steal these documents from room 15? Yeah, because that room was surprisingly empty. Okay. Let's go to Ivy's room. Yeah, nothing in there. Okay, let's go to Ivy's room because she also shouldn't be in here. Yeah. Okay, and is there anybody else on this? No. Well, this is unoccupied, but... Oh, hello.
You really haven't seen her, then, sir? Miss Deane?
I am so sorry, my dear, but truly I haven't. I do wish we'd had the time, but Miss Deane and I barely got the chance to speak.
That's a lie.
But, sir, that just isn't true. You were with her. I saw her. She was in your room.
Good heavens, Miss Murphy. Where does this fixation with Miss Deane come from? It's going to get you into trouble one day.
Why does Murphy care?
Think, dear child. What if Mr. Varley could
Ooh,
hear
I
you
don't
now,
like Coventry at all.
talking about his guests this way?
You're right, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's hardly your fault, miss. Someone of Miss Deane's standing simply shouldn't be so careless with her fraternizations. You and that bellboy seem to have the same stars in your eyes at the very mention of her name.
Huh. Hey guys, what we talking about over here, huh? I don't want to draw too much attention to myself because I'm about to enter this room. Here we go. To Ivy's room. Yeah, Coventry is my top suspect right now. Just because of how he actively lied to us about his wife. That, to me, is dream imagery. That has a title. We should look at it. A book on dream imagery and techniques. There are notes written haphazardly in the margins. A lucid dream state will allow one a degree of control in one's dreams and can be a jolly fun way to add the feeling of freedom into one's life. First, find a comfortable place. This will ease the drifting into sleep. A fire is nice, but best allow it to die a little so it does not need minding. To ensure one does not drift too deeply, here are a few techniques to stay between both wake and sleep. One item on the list is circled. Musical tracks, especially those designed for the purpose, can keep the brain in the ideal state to dream lucidly. Finally, one must focus on what they wish to see. The mind's eye is good for this, but something tangible to focus one's thoughts is stronger. Perhaps I could try this technique and use the knowledge of the shared dreams as my anchor. I could use Miss Deane's journal to represent that. Already done. Journal? Excellent. 7 p.m. So I've agreed to meet Mr. O'Mara on Saturday at 7 p.m. in the gents' changing rooms, an undignified meeting place, but hopefully no one will disturb us there. I will find some way to excuse myself from dinner. Victoria needn't know. Interesting. The last few days have been terrifying. I feel so vulnerable, not being able to see anything beyond the mundane. I just know Deane is behind it. I've decided I'm going to ask Dara for help. I didn't want to worry him, but he'll have something for this, surely. Thank goodness he's here. So, she asked Mr. Hunter for help. I wonder if he acted on this request, and he did because that's the charm. I'm not sure what it is she needs help with. What does she mean by see beyond the mundane? I should investigate further. A list of names, the first of three which are marked off. Rory Callaghan, Michael Scarrett, and Walter Blake. The fourth name, Cathal O'Mara, is not marked off. Victoria wants to investigate herself, of course, and see that Miss Deane no longer has the means to threaten us. But I've told her that she absolutely cannot. If we are discovered doing such a thing, it will be just scandal upon scandal. I will find a husband instead. So even if Miss Deane does make public what she knows, it will hold little weight. Oh, okay. So Ivy was with Deane. Ivy was with Deane romantically. It was slightly scandalous. Obviously, it's 1897. They broke up. Deane is a nightmare monster person. And now she's trying to find a husband to kind of negate anything that Deane might go public on. And MacLeod is trying to cover for her, but also might have feelings for her at the same time. It might not even be so terrible. I can hope at least, can I not? Interesting. Okay. I get it. I get this part of the story. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Small shoes. Fire. And they asked Dara for help. Okay, here's that number we'll have to put in. What is that? Drinking water with quinine under it? It appears this water has been drugged, and the residue seems similar to that in the bag I found in Mrs. Lau's room. But what else? What cause could she have to drug Miss MacLeod? Photograph. That's Dara. A photo of what must be Miss MacLeod and... Yes, this must be Mr. Hunter. They both look much younger. These must have been taken some time ago. Odd for her to have this. They must be close for her to have kept it for so long. Interesting. So there's a relationship there. Tarot deck. Despite its obvious frequent use, this deck of cards are in a good state. She must take great care of them. Perfume. Actually, let's... Perfume with what looks like Chinese on the label. I don't think this is Miss McLeod's. Book, no title. We could look at the mirror. That's interesting. I don't super see the need to do that, but... Stationary. Protestant cross. Rests by her bedside. The fact that that keeps coming up of what crosses people like, I think that's going to be one of the... That's going to be one of the facts that determine one of our suspects. Nothing in here. Okay. I don't think I did a great job of canvassing this room, but... Let's see. Hold on. We should probably look at small shoes. I should probably look at shoes in the other room, too. Just get that together. Let's take a look at... Right, I have the luggage, too. 34525. Nice. What do we got? Letter. A letter claiming to have evidence of a romantic relationship between Miss McLeod and Mrs. Lau. You need this little romantic indiscretion with Miss Lau not to come to light, and I could use the loyalty of a seer. Come and talk to me, Ivy. We shall work something out. It's signed E.D. Right. Okay, I misunderstood that. So Deane is just evil, is blackmailing the fact that the two of them for sure have a relationship, and they're trying to find a husband to clean it up. Got it. Understood. Okay, so I already could do a hypothesis on that. McLeod. 7 out of 7 facts unlocked. And we've investigated the room. All right. Wow, look at this. Let's do it. What does it say? We have 16 out of 22 evidence, but Ivy McLeod's goal is to... What's the other stuff? Oh, it's going to be find a husband. Find a fiance to cover up her relationship with Mrs. Lau. What if... I know what happened here. Yep. We called it.
Miss McLeod means to cover up a relationship under fear of blackmail. I should find and confront her about this.
Nice. Okay, and now she is in the talk, of course, right now, so we can't do that yet, but that's an important thing that we could do. So according to the mysteries, we've seen everything we need here. Mr. O'Mara's journal. Why does that matter? And then where's the drugging come in? Hold on, wait. Where... Is that here? Huh. I don't fully get why she's being drugged. And then we have Lau. Yeah, the drugging stops the second sight, which is interesting, but I don't understand. Yeah. This is really interesting. I think we now have to just talk to them. And I think once we get one of them, we get the other one. Because they're kind of a pair, right? Cool. All right. That was a good use of time. That's for sure. I wonder... Because we can't interact with them right now. I wonder if there's something else we could do. Because I'm not going to be able to enter the talk at this point, I think, right? We could go try, but I don't think we're going to be given a lot of time left. We could also theoretically go and check other hallways just to see if there's anybody else, sneaking around. Doesn't look like anybody's in this hallway. How about this one? Okay, we know some folks are here. Let's go back to the atrium. And we've looked around all outside at this point. No one in the atrium. Surprised about that, actually. Can't go in there. That's fine. No one out here. Varley is in the lobby. And library is the last thing we have to check in on. Maybe Scarrett might be in there, maybe possibly. That would be great if we could kind of confirm himself being in there by him being in there already. Nah, everybody's doing something this hour. Cool. So Dara is really the person that I should try to attempt to see. So let's go outside and catch up with him for a second. Gardens, this way. I'm still on the hunt for that bathhouse code. I'm unsure if I'm gonna get that earlier. Like, it felt like I needed to have the safe code, but to his stable safe, but I don't feel the same way for the bathhouse.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Alright, let's talk about this. Miss McLeod mentioned she has a photograph of the two of you. She does she? God bless that girl for keeping it all this time. Must have been over a decade since that was taken. Are you gonna explain that a little bit more? I overheard a conversation about one of the young ladies looking for a suitor here. Have you heard anything about it? If I did, Mr. Ward, I wouldn't say so. No good having the staff gossiping about the guests. With that said, the young lady has my best wishes. Brave girl. Yeah, he's not given anything up. Let's see. Do you know what caused the damage to the library armchair? You need to ask one of the others about that. I don't take much concern about Mr. Varley for sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
Okay. So... I feel like I just have to meet... I have to meet the Marquess to be able to get in there. I think what's probably going to happen is we meet the Marquess at the ball, and then we could take a key, or we gain access to the ball somehow from that. I don't know exactly. Okay, so let's ask Varley about the burn, because that would be the next thing I'd want to confirm. And then we got to do the luggage thing too. Cloakroom, luggage room. So Deane's is 12, which is definitely important. Suitcase. Miss Deane's bag. Though for one so well to do, it's odd there aren't more. It's empty. Likely she had unloaded everything in her room before this came down here. I found what she was trying to hide. The invite in the vent. There's nothing else for me here. Damn. Okay. So it was trying to just push me to see things. I like that this game has kind of this idea of multiple ways to kind of get to the same conclusion. It's great. They kind of do feed into the right thing. It's the Outer Wilds thing, really. Like, they try to push you into a direction. All right, let's talk to Varley.
May I be of...
Of course you may, my friend. Let's talk about this. I see there's been some damage to one of your armchairs. A cigar burn? Damage from one of your colleagues, sir, Mr. Scarrett. Some people do not consider or perhaps care about the cost of such repairs. One of the bridge players reported it to me on Tuesday night. Mrs. Joyce has done her best, but I'm afraid we might need to employ the skills of an upholsterer once the event is finished. Yep. Anything else I want to discuss with you? I kind of feel like no. Hauntings. But do you entertain the idea of the Fae at the hotel? That would be a matter of personal belief. Certainly the matter's history is tragic enough that if one wanted to, they could find proof to support the theory. As a result, we do leave out milk and honey. Best to be safe.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Certainly.
Okay, so what just unlocked a bunch of stuff? It was the idea that the cigar burn unlocked some stuff. So I know Joyce is out and about. So let's talk to her. Wherever she's at. She's upstairs, isn't she? Yes. So you are up the stairs. Over here. And I want to just confirm what the game is looking for me to find right now. So we're doing this. We have 22 of 24, so we're really close. Right, so if I could clear him... If I could clear him of his name, the only person I'd have left is Mr. O'Mara. Let's see if Joyce can give us the information we need. Otherwise, we'll just have to find Scarrett. Oh, hello.
Father? What are you doing up here?
Ah, Mrs. Joyce. You see,
Oh, never mind. I've been needing to speak with you urgently.
Huh.
Not this again, Mrs. Joyce.
I can't do it. I can't, but I must. Oh, Father, I just don't know if I have the courage to...
There is no must here, Mrs. Joyce. Be it madness or the passion of Christ that drives you. Do what is in your heart.
How can you be so flippant about it?
Few things matter in the end, Mrs. Joyce. This isn't one of them. Whatever you choose, her soul is bound to hell. There is only one thing that can change that.
Who's bound to hell? Alright, Joyce, let's talk.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Let's talk about the cigar burn, shall we? It looks like one of the chairs in the library is a cigar burn. Good heavens, sir. When I tell you that I've done my wrists in trying to sew up that hole, weren't it proper I'd wring the neck of that Mr. Scarrett. Oh, I mean, that is to say, no, I'd do it. Those are good chairs, and they'll only end up in the master's house now. Such a waste. You saw him then? No, I heard about it Wednesday morning from Mr. Varley. One of the bridge players must have seen it and told him. Oh, damn. Okay, I need to find the person who saw him in the library.
I'll be off.
God bless you, sir.
So, who is left of those people that could have seen him do that? Father Sinnott had not arrived, so it's not worth even asking him that. It could be Coventry. I could ask Coventry. I could ask who is around right now. Let's see if Coventry can do it. I think maybe that's possible. So he's on the exact opposite side of the house. Because if we could get this is a huge thing. Because if O'Mara was the person out there, that changes everything. Or at least it puts things into place, right? Let's see, what does Coventry have for us? I don't trust you, but I definitely don't...
Mr.
You have information, especially as much as you trust me. Nothing to do with me, dear boy, I can assure you. I abstain from that kind of thing. Oh, fucker. And we asked him about the bridge game already. Let's talk about the Fae and the... While I have you. Do you happen to know anything about the Fae? Ah, perhaps we'd best not talk about them. For the sake of the superstitious guest, I mean. I don't want to upset anyone. How about... Have you noticed anything strange happening around the manor? It's probably nothing, you know, but sometimes I do think that there are more crows around here than there should be. Maybe this is what the Irish countryside is like, but it feels as if they're watching me. All of them. As mundane as it likely is, it's very unsettling. Interesting.
Good. And to you.
Anything that you gotta say to me? Bridge game. Did you attend this week's bridge game? Not sure that I would have been proper, sir. Could you imagine? Spattling with all your wits and dancing with the patterns and making squeeze plays and devil's coups and... Well, Miss Deane made it sound really exciting, but then she's played with champions, sir. It's too bad she didn't attend. Huh. Why do you know anything about that? Was Miss Deane rather close with Mr. Dupre? Miss Deane? No, sir, I hardly think they talked. She spent more time with Mr. O'Mara as far as I could tell. Oh, and that poor old... Who's she referring to? Scarrett? Or Sinnett? She spent more time with Mr. O'Mara as far as I could tell, and poor old... Well, she could really run circles around Mr. O'Mara anyway. And this is yours. I found a note lying about the hallways, miss, but I couldn't make out all the words. It looks like someone was hoping to ask for Father Sinnett for help. Oh, just rubbish, sure. I'll dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Such a stupid, stupid idea. Okay. I don't know if we're going to get anything out of her.
Oh, all right, sir.
So she was about to say someone with an S. Poor old... Sinnett. Oh, it could be Seamus herself, but she wouldn't say that. So it could be Sinnett, Seamus, Scarrett. Oh, Simon. Yeah, Simon is probably who she's talking about. Which is funny because obviously she's standing right next to him, but the way the game is built, it would be impossible to try to have a character censor themselves depending on who's standing there in the room. I want to just go to this corridor real quick, just in case there's someone that I'm missing there. Despite having everybody's schedule, it doesn't always necessarily fill in everybody who's supposed to be in every place. It's not super defined. Nope, no one here. Okay. Alright, so I have, what? 20 minutes until the next hour, and hopefully the Lau and McLeod pairing reveal themselves. Actually, we could figure that out. Where are they supposed to be? Library. Great. Okay, so we'll be able to see them next hour. You're in the drawing room. Sinnett. Maybe we should talk to Sinnett. Doyle's in the bar. Yeah, they'll both be there in the library. Okay, that's good. Maybe we talk to Sinnett. Just see how much else we could pull out of him. So where are you? Sinnett is... Where was he? He was out. Oh, he's like hidden behind this the room. That's funny. I wonder... That's not intentional, but... Okay. If you hear me putting up the screenshot noises, I'm trying to send bug reports to the developers. I've already sent some of the the typos and some of the stuff we've caught. It's a new game in a small team, so I want to make sure that they can fix anything that we see on this playthrough. Okay. What did I... Connection between Father Sinnott and Mr. Doyle. We could definitely do this hour. I should dig deeper into their history. Alright, let's end the episode with doing some of this stuff.
Yes, my...
Alright, let's just... Did I already ask about Doyle directly? No. Have you met the porter, Mr. Doyle? Of course. He took my bags to my room for me. Ha ha ha. Interesting. Let's see. What else? Black Iron Prison. Tell me about the Black Iron Prison. All of this life is the prison. The realm filled with material trinkets and lurid flesh, built to distract us from the truth, from enlightenment. Hell is real, Mr. Ward, and we are in it. Okay. What can you tell me about angels, Father? Emanations of the one true God. Aeons are perhaps the only true conduit between this realm and the next. Sorry, angels are. Enochian magic. Do you know anything about Enochian magic? Ah, the supposed language of the angels. I've not learned it. Never saw the need. I suspect the angels of creation can speak English just fine. Okay. Well, he wasn't there, so I shouldn't ask that. Let's talk about him. I hope you're well, Father. You look under the weather. I perhaps spend too much time indoors and underground. When you reach my age, you will no doubt also carry your years on your face. Forgive my prying, Father, but you look as though you've been through the wars. Ah, my scars. Yes, I was a missionary in my youth, foolish enough to think that I could bring enlightenment to the masses through word instead of deed. Anywhere exotic? Many places, Mr. Ward, but do not be so arrogant to think as it's the only darkest parts on the map that need their eyes opened. It is as hard to save a soul here in Ireland as anywhere else. Further away from the dark does not mean closer to the light. Fair. Gnostic Bible. I've discovered a Gnostic Bible, Father. Would you know what that means? Did you now? Gnosticism is an old branch of Christianity. It bears many similarities, but its faithful believe they know the true nature of reality, and hope that the knowing of that truth will allow them to find a way to enter the kingdom of heaven. The true kingdom of heaven. Okay. I'm just going to run this through because might as well. Can you tell me anything about fetters? Well, typically there are manacles used to restrain one around the feet, but given where we are, I suspect you mean it in the more esoteric sense, in which case it is a term used to describe what anchors a spirit to a place or person. This manor houses many specters, most likely trapped by the events that led to their death. Perhaps they are fettered to the building or land. Perhaps something else keeps them trapped here.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
Real interesting. And let's see if we can try to pull anything else out of Seamus. That's really what I think the best use of our time here is now. I'm so close. I'm so close on so much stuff. But unless I'm missing some hidden things particularly, you know what, actually? Let me just take a look at something. Changing room gents. Oh, wait. Is that going to be for the bathhouse? I think it is, which is bad because that means I need to find a way to get into the bathhouse before that happens. Oh, that changes things too. Let's talk to Varley real quick. Because if Varley has an answer for us... on the bathhouse.
May I be?
Or was he the one that originally... Oh no, he doesn't... We can't ask him about it. Okay, never mind.
Sir,
That's actually a little scary. We should know the code somehow. How are we supposed to know that code? Damn, wait, I missed something. How do I get into that? How do I get into that room? Let's see if I missed anything obvious, like I missed it in the safe room. Not that I could see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a little terrifying because it means I might miss something really critically important in the next hour if I don't figure this out. We'll have to investigate that, though, on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and we'll catch you very soon. Bye, everybody.